I do my thing, nigga, then I'm getting out of control. I don't give a fuck no more, so I put it on fucking mode. Check it, I'm independent, getting paid off the penning from rhyming and storytelling, and my team winning the penning. The bitches love me, wanna kiss me and hug me. Niggas still on the hate shit, they wanna blow me and mug me. Nigga in the B-zone, I take a shot at Patron. Watch me sit back while I enjoy the top of a dome. And I'ma hit that, yeah, you the type to stop in the home. And I'ma get back to me, cause I got a shot at home. That homegrown, got my mind blown, I'm in my rhyme zone. When I shut off my rhyme zone, I put that time in like a...
And welcome back to episode 3. You know you love it. Thank you for watching. We are definitely gonna have another great show today for you guys. We definitely got a couple of new things. I'm gonna speak on a couple of new albums that I heard this week. We're definitely gonna touch bases on a few important topics going on as well. But thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you being with us every Friday. So might as well get right into it. First and foremost, one of the most important topics I want to talk about is 9/11. It was a couple of days ago. We definitely want to always remember 9/11. We always want to show tribute and continue to just, you know, show our love and support for each other. For me, more than anything, what 9/11 means is just a remembrance that at the end of the day, we're all in this together. You know, we have a lot of hatred going on out there, or it seems like there's more of it than it was before. I just think it's been magnified lately more than anything. I don't think anybody's really doing anything different. I don't think anything new has happened. I don't think people are acting anything brand new. I just think it's being magnified by the way social media works these days. I mean, let's be honest, 10 years ago, we were nowhere near as advanced in the app world and in the technological world as we are today. So yeah, I think that all this new tech has really just emphasized on things that were already there. So for me, again, it's just a remembrance in keeping us together, for us to just try to keep, you know what I'm saying, the camaraderie. We are one nation, we are one country, we're all beautiful people, we all, you know what I'm saying, have something great to offer. So for me, it's just important to remember, you know, what America is and what makes us actually great. You know, besides all the bickering and all the disagreements we might have, we're still a great country. We still have a lot to offer. We're still the reason a lot of people want to come to this great country. So I know I'm proud to be a part of this great country. You know what I'm saying? That's what 9/11 means to me. Definitely try to remember. I know all of us remember where we were that day. It was tough. It was tough to watch, but we bounced back stronger than ever. And we'll continue to rise and we'll continue to grow. And hopefully we don't have to go through things like this, you know, at least at that scale. So please continue to love each other. You know what I'm saying? It really is all about us. We're all one team, one nation. So let's keep that positive attitude. Let's keep doing what we do. Let's keep being great at what we do. And let's just not get in each other's way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to be down with somebody to just let them be. So let's keep on moving forward, baby. 9/11, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to everybody who did amazing things on that day and saved a lot of lives. And you know, we'll definitely always keep remembering them. So one time, one love. So moving on forward, I want to get into a little tech talk. You know, Apple, like always, around this time of the year, they announced their brand new tech stuff. And they announced a brand new iPhone, a brand new iWatch. They have finally released information on their streaming media platform, which, to say the least, is a little underwhelming. But let me get into a little bit of the details on what is going on here. And apparently with this streaming service, they're charging you about $5 a month. They're only gonna have 5 pieces of content, you know, very vague about what that content might be to start with. So very underwhelming. Not sure what they're really thinking with that or what their plan is. They say they will continue to add more content by the end of the year, but at the same time, it was very minimal based on what I read. So as of right now, Apple TV streaming media service is just not it. You know what I mean? I know that Netflix is going through a major revamp with Disney coming out with their platform. Now Disney Plus or whatever it's called, they're coming out pretty big. They have about 300 movies from what I read. They're gonna have over 6,000 TV show episodes and different things. So they're gonna come out pretty big when they come out, and it's $7 a month for their service. So Disney's doing their thing. Netflix is obviously making a lot of changes. Apparently they're gonna come out with a lot of brand new original content as well to make up for what they're losing because of all these changes and all these new platforms that are coming out that are deciding to pull their content from Netflix because they want it on their own now. So we'll see. Apple TV media platform is still a long ways to catch up to all the big dogs, but Apple, I feel y'all could step your game up. Y'all could do better. Y'all definitely do better with some of your other technologies. So yeah, I don't know what y'all doing with that $5 a month for 5 episodes or something. So I'm good. Y'all can keep that as far as I'm concerned, but I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people out there doing it. After that, they are also releasing the iPhone 11, and with the iPhone 11 comes the iPhone 11 Pro, and of course the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now the iPhone 11 is going to start at a pretty decent price of $699. Apparently it's a new anodized aluminum body. It has spatial audio, providing an immersed theater experience that supports Dolby Atmos. We'll see how much that actually works. The 813 Bionic processor, supposedly, and according to Apple, it's the fastest CPU in the smartphone. But Apple's the one saying it, so we'll also see how that works. Now the battery is supposed to last longer than the last version. That's always the case. Water resistant up to 2 meters of depth for up to 30 minutes. I don't know who's gonna want to go swimming with their phone to that depth and for that long, but you can. They got a new night mode, which I've been testing on the new iPad on their beta. I absolutely love that mode. It's much better for the eyes. It just looks better, I think, for me personally. So there's a lot of really cool features that come with that night mode, or dark mode, what they call it. So I'm good with that one. I definitely like that one. And of course, they made major enhancements on the camera, which is what everybody keeps talking about. I'm sure you've seen the memes already. I'm sure you've seen the coffee pot on the, stovetop. So yes, they added another camera. It's got 3 cameras now. It's massive. You can see it. It's clearly there. There's no hiding them. So people are making fun of it. I guess they're not really enjoying the fact that they didn't change much of the design on the phone, but to add this giant new camera in the front. But it's gonna do what it needs to do. I personally don't care too much about the design, but you know how we are. We need the newest, the latest, and the greatest, and this phone just doesn't feel like it to a lot of people from what I see. Now, it should be doing 4K recording on both front and back of the camera, so that's pretty cool. I can't wait to really see what that might look like. And then you have your iPhone 11 Pro version, which really just steps up the game when it comes to the camera features. Not much differences other than they added a new color, and that color is midnight green from what I can tell. I'm not really sure what that looks like, but I'm interested to see. And they also have the original space gray, the silver, and the gold. Now the iPhone 11, they also will have colors of purple, white, yellow, green, black, and red. So they continue to do their assortment of colors for their lower version. They continue to keep the original black, silver, and gold, and they have added a new midnight green to the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max. So yeah, not much changes in the phone, honestly. A little underwhelming as well in their upgrades to this year's phone. So there's not much going on there, but we'll see. We'll definitely get the reviews once we get our hands on the phone. So we'll let you know how that goes. But iPhone 11 has been announced. Apparently, you can start ordering on Friday, and they will ship about a week after that. So those of you who want to get your hands on it first, good luck, because you know that thing's gonna move. And moving on to the next segment. So I want to get into it. Music. We got a new album released this week. Everybody's talking about it. I gave it a listen. I'm already a fan to begin with. He's grown on me. He was one of those artists that over time is definitely gained a fan of me. But Post Malone came through with the Hollywood's Bleeding album, 17 tracks, and a lot of people were talking about how it's supposed to be this brand new sound, or he tried something different, and he added a few different tracks in there for sure, but it's still the same old Posty, you know what I'm saying? He didn't break, was already there. He knows what works and he knows what's gonna get him, on the radio and get him paid. So it was still a lot of what we know of Post Malone, but he did throw a couple of extra rock songs in there, or a little bit more of a rock vibe. I would say maybe about 5 tracks maybe. But overall, solid album. It's still Post Malone. If you like Post Malone, you're a fan of Post Malone, then you probably already heard it and you like it. But yeah, I definitely think he stayed in his lane for the most part. He featured a lot of artists that I fuck with. The Baby, Future, Halsey. He had Meek Mill, Lil Baby. He had Ozzy Osbourne on one of those rock style songs. He had Travis Scott, SZA, Sway Lee, and of course Young Thug, who's been making a pretty big push in the game lately. Which I've always been a fan of Young Thug. I know he had his moment when people was clowning on him and didn't really understand him and didn't really vibe with the whole look and what he was doing. But I've been a fan from the get. His music to me was always dope. He just has this distinct style and way about him, which I always fuck with. So I was glad to see him on here. But yeah, the album is dope. I have to admit, my favorite track is Enemies. It's something about the Baby's music. I don't know if it's got him. It's just my favorite track. But I like the Baby. Everyone knows that I'm a Baby fan. So Enemies is definitely my favorite track on the album. Besides that, I gotta say I probably like Circles, and I also like Hollywood's Bleeding to begin with. So he's got a lot of good tracks on there, but for sure, Enemies is my #1 favorite on there. Gotta go listen. It's another Post Malone classic, really. If you like Post Malone, it's gonna do what it needs to do. He doesn't really steer away from what he does well. So yeah, it's a great album. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to throw a couple of good tracks on the playlist, can't go wrong. It's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? He's got great production on there, great features. So it is what it is. It's another Post Malone album. I mean, hate it or love it, he knows what he's doing. So, and second album I want to talk about this week is actually somebody who probably doesn't have that name and that recognition, but I'm a big ass fan. I've always liked him. He came out a few years back and really kind of took off. Had a little buzz going at first, and then I don't know, maybe it died down. Maybe he didn't really hit the national level like I thought he would. But Jidenna has recently released 85 to Africa, which, it's not really a hip hop album, I would say. It's got a little bit of everything. Obviously, it's got a lot of the African vibe to it. I love it. He definitely does something different. His music is not for everybody, I would say, I guess. Coming off his first album, it maybe took him, I think, about 1.5 2 years between releases. But another solid album as far as I'm concerned. I really suggest you guys go take a listen to it. If you don't know Jidenna, I would suggest you go take a listen to his first album as well. The Chief. That was his first album that came out in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2016 even. And if you don't know who I'm speaking of to begin with, he is the man who did I'm the Classic Man. That was probably one of his biggest hits to date. It was big nationally. And that kind of put him on the scene. And after that, he released The Chief, which to me is about as good an album as you could listen to. It's still one of my favorites to this day. I probably listen to that thing easily 5 to 10 times a week. Since he released it, it's just one of those albums that for me just resonates. It does something to me. It's always like it's the first time I'm hearing it. I'm a big fan of Jitender. I just think he does great music. It's different. It's not like anything you're gonna hear anywhere else. He really stays true to himself, which I vibe with. I love artists that are like that stay true to themselves, that say fuck what people think, fuck what people say. That's kind of how I am. I'm pretty sure that my show here is probably not to everybody's liking, and I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. I'm fine with people not liking me for being me, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't like me for something different, then that might be a discussion we need to have. But if you don't fuck with me because you just don't fuck with me, I'm good with that. You have every right to feel that way too. So So I like that authenticness in people. I like that authenticness in Jidenna, in his music. He stays true to what he does, to what he feels, and he just makes dope music. So I really suggest you guys go listen. If you don't know him, listen to his previous album, The Chief. But if not, if you know that album, you need to listen to the new one, 85 to Africa. A lot of people may not know he released it a couple of weeks ago. Dope listen. Go catch it. Jidenna, real dope artist. So please check it out. Yeah, great album. Go listen to it, please, and let me know what you think. Continue to hit me up in the comments. I appreciate y'all when y'all do. Continue to do so, and continue to push your friends to do the same thing. So let me know what you think about these albums, please. And now we are moving on to the next segment of the music section, which is talking about the intro song, which is also another part of my favorite things what I do here. This week we are featuring The Far Side, and their song is Running. It is produced by Jitender. It was released in 1995 on their album Lab Cabin California, which was on Delicious Vinyl Records. Now that song peaked on the Billboard at 55. It was one of my favorite songs back in the day when I was first growing up. I loved it. The beat was just for me, it was intoxicating. I loved it. So I decided to write over it. It's just a continuous, a timeless classic as far as I'm concerned. The Far Side, I think a very underappreciated group from the early 90s. They did their thing. They had the little run back then. They had another pretty dope single, which I might touch on later on in one of the other episodes. So stay tuned for that as well. But it's The Far Side with Running. Great song. Go check it out. Please, real dope beat. If you don't like the song, I'm pretty sure you love the beat. But go listen to it. Go listen to some more Far Side music. You will love it. A lot of real cool vibes from California, a little West Coast that you're not used to that matter. So check them out. Cool. Moving on, we are now getting to the main focus, which is the interview with my boy Yceez. I love it. That's my dog. It's my homie. It's family first. So please go check it out. So there you have it, folks. I hope you liked the interview. Really cool stuff from my boy Yceez. He's giving you a lot of cool stuff. Stay tuned for all the new music. So we are here back for another interview, and I am with my dog, my homeboy. He's family first, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Got the music going on. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself and who he is. Please let them know who you are.
What's good? I go by the name of Yceez. Yceez in the bitty.
Yes sir, yes sir. And let them know a little bit about yourself. Tell them where you're from.
So I'm from born and raised in NNB. You know what I'm saying? Just cool in it. Went to the military for a little bit, came back. Now doing the music thing. You know, that's my passion. And I'm just grinding.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think is important about you now and who you are? That what's important for people to know? You think about you? What would you want people to know about you?
That I was in a dark place one time. I was once in a dark place, and I didn't ever think I was gonna come out, and I came out of the dark place, and I just kind of want to tell people that, you know, there's hope. There's hope.
What are some of the things that helped you get out of that dark place?
You know, like honestly, like music, the gym, you know, friends, family. And just a lot of, you know, self-improvement, and we're just working on yourself in general. You know, a lot of times we tend to neglect that. You know, we go and we do tune-ups on our cars, and, you know, we get tune-ups on our things, but we forget to tune up on our body, you know, on our soul, you know, do stuff that, you know, like just go to the beach for a cleanse, you know, or just take a walk with nature, just talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it sounds so like cliche and cheesy, but
No, definitely not. As cliche and as cheesy as it does sound, I think it's important. So I think it's important to always emphasize it, no matter how cheesy that shit sounds.
Yeah, thanks.
And you know, it's interesting you bring that topic. It's a hot topic, I guess, nowadays. You know, a lot of people are really involved in trying to get, you know, more involved in mental health and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But was it something in particular, do you think, going back to your situation, was it something in particular that kind of helped you, I guess, get on the right road to I guess, being where you are today? Or was it just something that you just decided one day, you know what, I'm done doing this, I'm done feeling this way? Like, what was it?
Nah,
it
was God, man. Cause I was in I was in a dark place. I didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard. I mean, yeah, you can go to therapy, you could do this and that, but it's like, if you don't really stand there and just say, okay, look, I know I got X amount of problems, but I'm gonna seek the help that I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will never get better, because it doesn't matter how many therapy sessions you go to. If you don't mentally, like, accept it and just say, okay, I want to get better, and take those different steps to get better, you will never get better. So I think it was just me just realizing how just my mental was affecting my life, my work. You know what I'm saying? My different relationships and whatnot. Work relationships, friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, family relationships. It was just hindering me in all those aspects. So I was like, you know what? I think it's about time.
No, I hear that. So, no, that's dope, man. And it's dope that you talk about it and you're so open and free with it. I think that could definitely help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, could really get people on the right track, and seeing you be so comfortable talking about it.
Another big thing just happened too, man. I just became part of the We for Warriors project, man, which is it's a non-profit, and pretty much what they're trying to do is they're trying to mitigate and try to find, like, different resources for veterans. And one of the things that they're trying to tackle is the 22 veterans, because 22 veterans kill themselves every day. So they're just trying to be, just a voice and just a helpline for veterans, which is also big, because it's not only that too, but we also do a lot of, like, fundraising. We had, when the hurricane, Dorian was coming, a few of the guys went and helped people in the community put up shutters. So it's not just about veterans too. It's just about just just being that force in the community.
That's awesome. I like that. I like hearing more stuff like that. We're obviously trying to do a lot of the same here with me and Will. Besides obviously doing the entertainment part of it all and doing this and letting people get to meet new artists such as yourself. We want to, we want to do things and change in the community, in our local community, what affects us and the people that we live next to. So that's dope. I love hearing shit like that. But that's real dope, man. You got a lot of good things going on, man, and that's one of them for sure. So I'm glad to hear about that. So what inspired you? I guess, how did you get into the music scene?
Man, honestly, to me, I feel like, even though there's no such thing as just I guess being too late, but I felt like I was supposed to been do the music, because the signs was always there. I went to growing up in church. I used to go to the Haitian church in North Miami called Bethesda, and the guys there, they were always making beats upstairs in the church or whatever. So I always been around it, but I just never, I was, would always freestyle and stuff like that, at work and throughout life. But it just never occurred to me, music until I was at work, and then we came here one day, and then having a lit, a lit time. Somebody brought up the mic, and then we started freestyling, and that happened, and it was like, okay, so
just kind of took off from there.
Then it took off from there.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad I had a part to do with that, man, because I'm glad I could be a part of the history.
That's big for
that. But that's dope, man. That's dope. Now, where do you think you fit in the music industry today? Like, I guess what genre would you consider yourself? What are you really trying to do? What's your lane?
Honestly, man, that's something I've been thinking about for like a very, very long time, man. And I've been conflicting with a lot of stuff that I've said in the past, but I don't really think I really much have a lane, honestly, man. I just think, if the beat's good and I'm vibing with it, it's just gonna be that.
And you don't gotta have a lane yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can still be trying to find yourself. A lot of artists, go years with doing music.
That's
doing
another thing
different
too,
things,
man.
and
That's
then eventually
another thing.
kind of find their lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a matter of you gotta know where you're at right now. Like,
Yeah.
so
Because right now I'm just you know what I'm saying, I'm taking it as it come. Like listen to a beat, if I like it, then I'm gonna.
Yeah,
try to do
I
it.
think a lot of young artists at the first few years and at least being at the professional level, because obviously every artist has been making music for a long time before they
Facts.
really get to be a professional. Because even once you get signed and all that, like you're known locally for the most part, but you don't really blow up nationally. If you ever blow up nationally until a while after that, you know what I mean. So it takes time, and then sometimes I don't think the artists really take the time to appreciate that grind, that work, what it takes to actually do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That process is something serious. So that's dope. That's dope. Now, what do you think about the music industry? Like, what do you think about other artists? I guess. And again, going back, what genre would you classify yourself at? What do you think? If you put your music out, what would it be under?
I say I like pop trap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, pop trap.
I
don't know. Like I find myself like I'm more inclined of picking a beat, you know what I'm saying, that has a little bit more pop but have a trap energy to it. You know what I'm saying, a little mixture, maybe some Afro beats.
I like
but it's really it's whatever. If I like the beat, I'm gonna jump on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
saying? So yeah, my bad. So I was asking you, what do you think about the music industry? Like, what do you think about other artists and peers and people that's doing music and
Up and coming or like
are there something coming? People have been around. Like, what do you think the industry's at? Like, what do you think about it? Like,
I think we're in a stage right now where it's a transition from even though this term people hate to, you know what I'm saying, they hate when people describe it as, but it's like new school versus old school hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a new generation, and like the new generation for some reason has a little bit more of a pull when it comes down to like just getting the attentions of the masses. You know what I'm saying? And even if people don't understand it and they don't like it, you know what I'm saying, it's the thing is, it's reality.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like their music, so because of that, that's the music that's gonna get played. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I don't think it's nothing bad with the thing. I mean, I would definitely love to see more rappers from Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like just making bigger noise, I guess.
Breaking out, you mean past like Florida, past where they at?
Yeah, man, like just you know what I'm saying, like on some Florida type energy, you know what I'm saying, like it's Pitbull, you know what I'm saying, international, where everybody know that person, like where you from, where you rapping, where you
So
rapping.
why do you think that is? Why do you think Florida rappers can't get past that?
I don't
Because
I want to say
you following them, so like what's gonna stop you from stopping where they stop at?
I think it's just the approach, man. I think just being creative and finding a way to not only just be different, but like not be scared to tap into other things as well that can get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of people, they like to kind of stop at certain points. Yeah, and they just stop and they're expecting. Pretty much what I'm gonna say is like I feel like some people
entitlement.
No, it's not even that. I feel like they're doing the same thing over and over again, and they're seeing other rappers do the same thing over and over again, and they're thinking that's gonna work for them, but in reality, it's not gonna work for them.
Yeah,
so everybody's trying to use like the same formula. It's like, yo, you gotta understand, like we was in a different era, and that's what I'm noticing. But like I said, I'm a new guy in the game as well, and I'm just sitting there, I'm trying to decipher everything, and I'm just seeing how things are being played out, and I'm just trying to put my pieces in a way they fit.
That's, I think, one of the smartest ways to go about it, for sure. Try to learn as much as you can before you make decisions and all that. No, that's dope. That's dope.
But I think for sure we're like we're on the right track. Like as far as the approach, like the different things that we got going on, different affiliations we got. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's big.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm fine with it. So yeah, give me contact info. Tell them where they can hear your music at. Let them know what's up with Yceez, what's coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? Let them know
so coming up soon, definitely more visuals. I'm also passionate about film, and just being in as an actor or anything like that. So if you're shooting something, you need an extra, holla at your boy, or just a role in general. You feel me? Just holla at your boy. I'm down. Feature film projects, short films, I'm down. But anyways, as far as the music, I got one single out on all platforms. All you gotta do is type in YCEEZ. And Instagram is y.ceez. Twitter is Yceez. That's where you can find me. Upcoming projects, definitely need visuals. Gonna be shooting visuals for Love Marks. That's been doing numbers on SoundCloud. That's gonna be available on all platforms. And all I have to say is just stay tuned, man. I have a lot of good projects that I'm working on. A lot of different stuff.
Let me ask you something. Actually, you mentioned it right now, a little bit about the acting. So what's up with the acting? What are you trying to do with the acting?
Yeah, the acting is something I've always been passionate about, man. I had actually, it was supposed to be in a short, not a short film, but I had this. It was a small part. I was gonna be an extra in a movie called Let's Be Cops back in 2012. But I was in the military at the time, and as a service member, you have to prioritize certain things, and the military was something that I had to prioritize. So I never really got to go ahead and do that. But I'm definitely passionate about film. I do have some stuff that is going to be coming out in the near future, but I definitely want to get back into doing the film thing as well.
Any information on what you got coming out in the near future?
Just little skits that me and Lethal Mind, we collabed, then we did that, and we have a short film coming out 2022. So that's gonna start getting in production. That's pretty much it, man.
Anything people can see you in right now? Anything you've done in the past? Or you still ain't got there yet?
That stuff hasn't been released. Hasn't been released yet. But it's hopefully soon.
That's what's
soon,
up.
You know what I'm saying? Soon.
That's what's up, man. Hey, well, I appreciate you stopping by. You already know it's always up, my brother.
It's always home, man.
Please go check my man's out, though. He's killing it out here with the music. He really is doing all kinds of really fun, crazy, different type of music. You probably wouldn't expect looking at him walking down the street. You wouldn't think the music that he's doing is in. So there you have it. Much love to my boy Yceez. Want to give him a lot of thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Go show him some love. Go show his pages some love. It's Yceez. That's pretty much anywhere on all platforms. On SoundCloud, he's doing big numbers with his songs.
Don't be, don't be scared to hit me up for a feature too, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy to hit the man up for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to work.
But please show the man some love, regardless of what it is or what kind of love or on what platform. Just go support. If you like the music, just keep tuning in. He's up and coming. He's doing a lot of big things. Again, I'm glad to call him fam. So you will be seeing a lot more of him, a lot more of us. He'll probably be back on the show. Believe that. So, but before we get too far along on the show, we have a live performance by my boy Yceez performing Love Marks. So check it out.
Love Marks.
Yeah. Yceez. You know we met when our life was so dark. You keep me sane so my life you be apart. I gotta go home to my girl in a while. So please don't leave me no love mark. It's the way we touch, the way we fuck, it's the way we talk, it's the way we hug. When we kiss, we always talk. Long time with you is a must. Every moment know you love, and your legs is what is up. I eat that pussy and that butt. 2 more rounds, cause it ain't enough. It's the way we touch, it's the way we talk, it's the way we talk, it's the way we hug. When we kiss, we always talk. Long time with you is a must. Every moment know you love, and your legs is what is up. I eat that pussy and that butt. 2 more rounds, cause it ain't enough. Always losing track of time, that's always how our nights be. We go round after rounds, got the mirrors all foggy. Dripping on that ass, you know them cheeks got them stripes be permanent marks. Little bit my little sharpie, she like my back muscles, so that's where her bites be. You doggy style, perfect arch. Oh, what a sight to see. It's the way we huff, it's the way we puff. You love every stroke and puff. You keep coming back to Yceez, cause I make you buzz. You know we met when our life was so dark. You keep me sane, so my life you be a part. I gotta go to my girl in a while, so please don't leave me no love marks. The way we touch, the way we fuck, the way we talk, the way we hug. When we kiss, we always talk. Long time with you is a must. Every moment I know you love, and your legs is what is up. I eat that pussy and that butt. 2 more rounds, cause it ain't enough. It's the way we touch, the way we fuck, it's the way we talk, it's the way we hug. When we kiss, we always talk. Long time with you is a must. Every moment I know you love, and your legs is what is up. I eat that pussy and that butt. 2 more rounds, cause it ain't enough. It's the way we talk, it's the way you lust. You a diamond, I like it rough. You a diamond, it's a rough. Don't shift that ass, cause you so clutch. I can't cuff cuts, I ain't cause wind slow. Tryna get your attention, throwing rocks at your window. Always in the clouds, I be smoking on the endo. Every time I call you, tell your nigga I'm a friend. So I am thinking that you really put me in the friend zone. You let me be, we make it be. I'ma snap on this instrumental. You know we met when our life is so dark. You keep me sane, so my life you be apart. I gotta go home to my girl in a while, so please don't leave me no love marks. If we got, we so scarred. In a moment like, oh my, but the sex is so fine. If we got, we so scarred. In a moment like, oh my, but the sex is so fine. Little mama like, oh my, yeah.
And there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Another live performance from another great artist. Is my boy Yceez, representing NMB, that 305. He's got a lot of really dope music for y'all, so please stay tuned. Continue to follow him. A really dope follow, really cool artist. He's really staying in tune with what the streets is doing, and he's doing a lot of good things. So keep watching out for my boy. Please. Continue to watch the show. We love what you guys are doing, and we love all the feedback and everything you guys continue to offer us. It's been another great show. We will continue to do this every Friday, 9 p.m. So continue to tune in. We appreciate you all, and continue to get stuff for the Bahamas. Continue to do what you can. Continue to pray for them. This is not going to be over within a week or two. We will continue to put together our efforts, and we will continue to feed you more information and keep you guys in tune with that. So please continue to watch. We will be back next Friday with another great interview with my boy Will the Savage. So stay tuned in. Peace and love.